Hey, hey. Hello.
Hey.
Woo! Hey, everybody. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I was just sipping from my branded, but I won't yet name, or won't name the company that has a sparkly.
We should get you a deal. We should get you a brand deal.
Seriously, I think it would be great because my iced tea's in there. Hey, Josh, how are you?
You
Um,
could be Hey Josh, you could be their
yeah.
official astrologer.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
And
I mean,
oh, we're gonna make
well,
this happen.
we are. Welcome everybody to the High Priestess Hype Club Live. We're just chatting away, waiting for some people to join us. We do have a few. So hello, welcome to this Wednesday night, April
Yay.
23rd. Nice to see you good, Josh. That's great. We want that. Um, so yeah, so Julie, how have things been going with you? I feel like we're
Oh,
always running to catch up.
is that a loaded question? No, I'm kidding. Um, Everything's crazy. But isn't it crazy for everybody right now?
It
It's probably
certainly does
good
feel like it. Yeah.
that the double Aries has exited Aries season because I feel like I was a lot for a month there, and I apologize to everybody if I was. But we're doing
As
okay.
well, you're phenomenal, and we're all going through it. So you definitely weren't too much. You're fabulous. So I will
I
say that. All right.
well, I will take it. But
You're
no,
like,
just
that's
running
great.
around trying to make stuff happen. How about you?
Mm. It has been something. Um, it has been something. It's I think I'm in the same place as you, Jules. It's been very busy. It's been very I
Right?
make this joke and I probably shouldn't because this will probably happen to me. But that whole like if a demon came into the middle of my kitchen, came up from the ground and came into the kitchen, I'd be like, well, this is what we're doing now.
Oh,
So
right. Like, hey, the portal opened up.
hey,
Well,
cool. What
here we
would you do?
go.
You want something to eat? Has it been a long trip? Like, what do you need? Um,
So, okay, Wednesday. Right.
right. Yeah, it's just like, wow, that's cool. Yeah. Um,
Yay.
so but I think I'm trying to keep it positive in my head, like, well,
Yeah.
okay, it means I got through this day, it means I got through that day. Okay, I'm okay.
Right.
Um, and so it's been okay.
Yeah. I like what
Yeah.
you were
So
talking about the other day about trying to do things and get on track and how are we going to handle things. And I think you mentioned to someone like, I'm going to do like, is it okay if we talk about this? Like, I'm
yeah,
going to do like
totally.
75 hard. And they were like, no, don't set
No,
yourself up for failure. But
we sure aren't.
also, what if you do the second workout is like self-care time? And I've been thinking
Mhm.
about that a lot, like 45
Yeah.
minutes of self-care time a day. I was like, I
Well,
like
because
that.
yeah, we don't do that now. You know what I mean? Like I don't do 45 minutes of self-care, like more, I get my hair done and stuff like that, but I don't really feel like that's
What is it
I
like
mean, it is self-care.
journaling or like a
Right.
meditation or something, right? Like
Yeah,
spiritual
exactly.
self-care,
Right. Which I
filling the
don't
cup.
usually do.
Dude,
So, yeah. Yeah, so
again,
that's
everyone's just surviving.
mhm. So if you are, trying to get through folks and you feel like, oh man, I have to do all these things to like keep it going, you don't. You really don't. Like you do what you can. One day is going to be better than the next. Or, one day is going to be a little down, but you come up the next day. I really would look at it like I'm doing my best,
Yes.
and yeah,
Yes.
I think that's what we got to remember,
Seriously.
right?
I think so
Because
too. And yeah.
no, go ahead, hon.
Oh,
What were
I'm
you going to
sorry.
say? No, no, no,
I
you,
I don't know.
you.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. I keep trying to make sure that like I can see our comments on other things and I keep looking down and I'm
Yeah.
like, I should be more present. Maybe that's
No, you're
part of it
fine.
too.
You're fine. You're okay.
Yeah.
Um, so it's really great to be here, guys. I know it's been a little while since we've done a live. Hey, Lisa. Big hugs to Lisa, my friend here. Um,
Yay.
yeah, it's yeah, it's we're just doing our best every day, and that's what I say now. It's like, okay, today is like a clean day. It's a fresh day. There's things I got
Yeah.
to do from but like whatever happened yesterday is clean. Like today is a brand new day, and
I like that idea.
yeah, for me, it's somehow it gives me like a clean slate, which is kind of true. Like it's a new day. Um, but yeah, I don't. That's a big way I get through it. Is each day is a new day.
Yeah. I can't get through a conversation with you without being like, okay, so it's like when Katya was like, every morning I wake up and today's like going to be day, and then I lay my head on the pillow at night, and it wasn't, but that's okay, like
Nope. I mean, I identify with them. I really do.
we
Yeah,
both do.
we
Too
both do.
much. It's good,
Yes.
though.
If you don't know our love of drag queens, folks, then you haven't heard us talking. So
Okay, then you're
welcome.
new, and welcome, and we love you.
Yes, I'm telling you. So we're in Taurus season. We're in,
Hey.
yes, our bulls that are out there. Happy birthday, folks. You started out April 19th and you're going to go through to May 19th, 20th. I forget where the exact movement is, but right now we're in Taurus season. So there's going to be a lot of focus for all the signs on, getting our money budgeted or situated or looking at different ways that we handle our money. We're looking at all the practical stuff. What do we want to change or create in our house? I was just talking to somebody who's now doing a big painting project, right? So that's like a physical thing, making sure that your
Nice.
space is beautified. Um,
Mhm.
as you remember with Venus retrograde a few months ago, we told you not to cut your hair now if you want.
That
You're
is
gonna,
done. The
right.
retrograde is over.
It's
Get
over.
that French bob you've been wanting, girl. Go do what you want. Get those bangs now, but don't do it yourself.
No,
You'll
oh
be
God.
okay.
No. Oh, I've had
I
horror
always
stories.
bring that up, but it's because 'cause I've given myself bad bangs in the past. It's not judgment, it's experience.
That's right. We're sharing with you. Please don't do this to yourself. There's no reason
Right?
to do this to yourself. Yeah. So it's really important to make sure that you're doing things that are going to help you with your, like I said, your practical life. So if you need a bunch of clothes to donate, get those out now. Kind of like a spring cleaning almost. Like I mentioned, painting the house, getting your car washed. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes, like if you're, in a like super clean car, you feel great.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so that's some of the things that you can do just very simply. Or go back through your closet and see if there's stuff that you forgot about. I don't know if anybody else does that, but every once in a while I reach in
Ooh,
and I'm like, oh, hey, I forgot I
especially
had
the
this.
look.
Oh, that's a good idea. So yeah, this is a time, guys, because we're coming up on a new moon in Taurus on, did we say Julie Sunday? It was the 27th,
Yeah, it's
right?
Sunday the
Yeah.
27th.
Yeah. Oh, look, Lisa, I need some new art from my friend Mary for the new place. I don't think you're talking to me, Lisa. I'm gonna get a
I
from
think she
her,
should
but
be. You make really pretty art.
thank you. Um, but yeah, it's
Photography.
yes. Um, so that's new moon on Sunday. Great time to like make new decisions around the things that are practical. So if you want to start bullet journaling or organizing, that's another great thing to do
Ooh.
too. Thanks, Lisa. I love you. Mwah. Thank you, girl. Um, but yeah, that's really what the focus is. So you got a new moon there, and then you've got a full moon in Scorpio on May 12th. I'm gonna tell you,
Now
Scorpio is a very intense sign. For those of you who might know some Scorpios out there. So what happens is the new moon is the sun sign, and then it's the opposite sign for the full moon. Usually, they're going to prove me wrong at
mhm.
sometimes, depending on how fast things move around. But it's if you want to dig deep or find out things, you could probably start doing that around May 12th.
Hmm.
And it might be something that, remember, full moons are pinnacles. They come to the top. They're the biggest at that time. The moon is full. Some things could be a little intense. Now, that could be great. You could find out that someone's like really, on your side, like wants to be around you, things like that.
Hey.
Right. Hey. You also might find out some stuff that you dig up that you're like, oh, well,
But at
that's
least you know.
yes, yes. And then for your own personal self, you might be coming to realizations. And I think that's um, not always fun, as they say, but
Mhm.
it at least digs out the stuff that maybe you have a block on or things that you wish you knew a little differently.
Yeah.
That's a good time to explore that. So you will get into some of the depths, which may be a little scary, but if you don't get into the depths, you don't come out of the depths. So you got to get in to lift yourself again. It's really important. So um, that is some advice about Taurus. Jules, when you do like some of your magical work, I know that you
Yeah.
do all kinds of great stuff. what would you use some of the Taurus? Hey, what would you use some of the Taurus energy for this month? What would you
Oh
recommend?
man. Well, there's a few different things. I mean, you can always do like people say money, but I would focus it as like success or abundance, right? Like
Mm,
what do you want to like, especially now starting at the new moon to the full moon, like what do you want to like bring forward? Like
mm,
what do you want to grow in your life? And
mm.
Taurus is an earth sign, so you can do more earthy kind of spells, though
Yeah.
I tend to just burn things most of the time. But you could do that. I think anything also that has to do with like, I know the trendy term now is like with your aesthetic, but like what kind of like beautiful things are you trying to attract slash like grow in your life? Like, what do you want to really bring in? And then from the full moon later, you're going to be releasing things of a similar way. Like, if it's like negative ideas about your career or something like
Mm,
that, you can let that stuff go. So you're making the room for the new positive things that you've built up to that point to come in.
right. I love that. I love that. And you can
I
take
just
like
made
the
it up.
30 days, like the 30 day, it's like a 30-day challenge, you have this little
Yeah.
thing, carved out for the next 30 days for yourself. So that's kind of, if you
Yeah.
like goals and you like that stuff, it's a good time, good way to do it, good time to do it. So,
Track it in that bullet journal.
right.
Is this what we're gonna do? Maybe.
Yeah.
I do like a good bullet journal, and I am trying to we used to joke, I guess, for the past year or so that, like, I was bad about, like, I missed every moon, and I feel like I'm getting better about finding them, like, and being like,
Mm.
"Hey, that's
Hey,
today, right? Am I
right.
doing a lot of work with it? Maybe just a little bit." But so maybe this is the turning a new leaf of, like, "Let's try the cycle.
Hmm.
Let's try to do it with that."
Yeah. And also, I'll just tell you guys, if you're manifesting, or you're creating goals, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
um, if you are at a time where the moon is growing to full moon and you're like, but I want to get rid of something, you just have to switch what you're saying. So, in other words, if you're like, I
Right.
want to, um, pay all my bills off, it could be that, well, I need to get money in, but it's the moon is waning after the full moon. Maybe it's, I just release all blocks to my abundance. See,
See right, exactly. Yep,
so
I think that's
it's
smart.
yeah, so it's really, you don't have to wait till the next new moon. Some folks get nervous about that and they say, "Oh, I got to wait till the next new moon." I'm like, "No, just reverse what you're saying."
Yeah, and you can I think
So
a good that's a good formula for that, like, new moon to full moon, you're like, "What are you bringing in?" And
mm,
then, "What are you releasing?"
what are you
Right? Like,
releasing? Yep.
and you can always be releasing blocks and bringing in opportunity or bringing in,
Yeah.
like, the skills or ability or whatever it is that you need to
Mhm.
make that happen, and it does
Yeah.
sometimes it's letting it be broad like that because they know better than what we do
Hmm.
that needs to happen? Because
Yeah.
I could
Totally.
say, "Hey, I need to bring more money in. I need more work." And then it's like, "Okay, so you're gonna work, like, 80 hours.
Yeah.
Is that really what you
Yeah.
wanted? Is that really how you wanted to do that?" Or
Mm-mm.
would there possibly be a better plan if you let it be up to, your
Yeah.
guides and your spirits, depending on you do have to put something out there, though. You can't just be like, "And I'm just gonna sit here and wait," because that doesn't always work. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
just like we
Right.
talk about, like, "Oh, I wanna manifest having more friends, but I stay in my house and don't talk to anybody." It's
Right.
gonna be more challenging to make that happen.
Yes. Yes. And I do have some clients that'll say, I really want to meet somebody, and then I tune into it and I'm like, what are you doing to meet somebody? Like, where are you? And they're like, oh, I go to work and I come home. And I'm like, well, I wish I had like a rope that I could grab
Yeah.
and pull down that, the person would fall in their lap and I'd be a billionaire, but that's not how it works. So, if you, I mean,
That's
magic
a
needs
different
your,
job. That's a different matchmaking style job.
hmm, yeah. But if I want to meet someone, it's like, well, what do I need to do to get there? Like, what are the things I need to do? So you have to create it and then you have to work towards it because,
Mhm.
yes, the universe can have someone come in and kind of whack you, like, hey, hi. But that's not always how it works. So it's going out, it's doing different things, it's meeting people, there's all kinds of ways to find somebody out there, even just more friends, you got to
Right.
get out there, and that's really fun too.
And all of this I'm saying to myself too, guys, because there's a part of me
Yeah.
that's been Mary's heard me be like, "Oh, I wish I had more Reiki clients." And she's like, "Oh, well, what are you doing about it?" And I'm like, being scared and not talking about it to anybody.
Mm.
So that's not going to do it. Right. So I
Nope.
start doing things and it's starting to change because I'm getting
Right.
more confident talking to people about it
Hmm.
because I get in my own head. But
Yeah.
like, it wasn't just going
We
to
all
happen
do.
if I just sat there and like really wished it was going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no, you need to sprinkle some of your own little energy in there too. Like it's,
right.
and this is this, you don't have to be witchy to do this, guys. I mean, it's always good if you are,
Yeah.
but it's more of
I
like,
like it.
what do I want for these 30 days? Like, do I want to increase my money like we talked about? Like, do I want to do things? So that's really just setting 30-day goals. So
Right.
you don't have to feel like, oh, I have to be a witch and I have to do this and that. You don't. I mean, it's energy is available to everybody. It's available to
Right.
everybody. So, you might as well reach in and grab your piece of it. And, one thing I see, as you know, Jules, and you do this too, like sometimes I get thoughts like from spirit that I want to say.
Yeah.
Um, but you got to be, a bit clear. So, like you had said about the whole, I need more money, but now I'm working 8 hours a week. It's got to be clear. And
Mhm.
yeah, and I think that's something to kind of think deeper about. Like instead of just saying I just want to get more money or more abundance, I want to create a life that has the space to bring in more abundance. I want to see my work multiply so that there's more abundance and I can give more back. Like I think it
Right.
take some time with it, make it like a real tangible thing in your mind that you can touch.
Yeah.
And it yeah, and I mean it can be in Reiki, one of the things we do is that do they call it psychic surgery anymore? Because it's been so long since I got trained. There's some other thing that they call it, but it's when you remove like something of a stuck energy, things like that, and you give it
Mhm.
a shape and all that kind of stuff. Well, this is kind of the same thing. You're
Mhm.
giving shape to what you want that to look like. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to see. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect,
That's
but
what I was gonna say. For all
yeah,
you perfectionist people like someone like me who wouldn't do things for years because of where it wasn't right, you can always refine it. I think it might
hmm
be an interesting practice to come back to it like the next time the like moon cycle's the same and everything. And like,
yeah,
do I want to update it? Did I get more information? How did I
mhm,
get a little closer to it last
right,
time? Like, where's
yeah,
it growing? Because also it's not gonna just all happen at once. If it did,
mm-mm.
awesome, and sometimes
Awesome,
things happen fast, but they
yeah,
don't always, especially when it's big, like shaping your life kind of goals
hmm
or, manifestation, whatever word. I apparently am very in like bullet journal land. I
that's all right.
apologize.
No,
But
that's great.
like, so
It's
I think
good.
it's be comfortable working with it and shifting it however you need
Hmm
to. And if you feel like you don't have it fully refined just from the beginning, that's okay because you
hmm
can continue to do that. But put as much as you can in at the time.
Right.
Right.
Right. And the data, like as you get data back and forth with it, you can always refine. So I tried this. All
Yeah.
right, this didn't work, but I know I can go this route.
Mhm.
There you go. So there's
Mhm.
always a way. There's always a way. That's how I look at
Yep.
it. There's always a way. So enjoy it. See if you guys are going to do anything, you can put it in the chat. Like if there's some things you want to manifest this month, feel free to do that. For folks that are watching on the replay, if there are folks watching, hello, thank you for being here.
Hi, we love you
Hey,
too.
yes.
We
It's
love you
true. It's
all.
true. Yeah. Um, so here we are in Boston. The weather is getting better. So that's also like that kind of jazzes me up that we have these beautiful days happening.
Oh, I
We
love
get
that for you.
yeah, we can get outside and do things. And I love that for manifestation too, like to be out in the universe and be out in the world and, go sit
Yeah.
by a tree and read a book and watch dogs. Those are,
Yes.
you get yourself in that space. Well, it's funny because that's one of the things. And listen, take it for what it's worth. All right, guys. We read The Secret. You remember The Secret was a big thing years ago, but
Oh yeah.
they do have a very good point. And one of the things that they say is you need to be in a mood to manifest. Like, so you have to bring
Mm,
yourself up a little bit. You have to bring your energy up a little bit if you're feeling down to manifest.
yeah.
So it's like going to watch something on TV that makes you laugh or talking to a friend that makes you feel good. Like you have to bring that energy up to
Yeah.
manifest. If you're down in the dumps, you might not be looking at it as openly as you can. You might be feeling like, I can't manifest that or that can't happen. Well, then it's not gonna, you know.
Yeah.
You have to be in the place where you're thinking a little more clearly about there are things available to me in my life. and they can happen. So that's another thing, just
Yeah.
to make sure that your energy is feeling a little bit heightened or a little bit raised up. The happier you are, the more um, excited you are, the more focused you are, things can manifest a little easier. But where you are is where you are. So don't feel bad if you're like, ugh, I don't feel great. Just do the best
Yeah.
you can, you know?
And sometimes, yeah, you get a hype up from your friends or from some of us. Yep, see,
Yeah.
Erin said talking with Mary always
Hi,
raises my
Erin.
spirits. That's the truth.
Thanks, Erin.
She's absolutely. I have
Oh,
leaned on her many a day for that. So, but it's true, and that's part of what we want to do here,
yeah,
right? Like
right,
if you're in that kind of place, that's part of why it's like Hype Club, right? Like we want to
right.
be a space where we can help you get back into that space and be comfortable
Hmm.
and like excited for things. And everybody has a bad day, and that's okay.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's also not like you have to be at this perfect energetic level. No, that's not realistic.
No, no. Oh
But
God,
we
no.
can do our
There's
best
times,
to support each other.
yeah, there's times I call Julie and I'm like, I'm gonna murder everyone
Oh, yeah, that's me, like, 4 out of 5 days these days.
during the work week.
It's just
No,
Randall from
mm,
it's just Randall from
I
Clerks,
just,
like,
clerks.
I hate
I
everyone and everything
yeah,
seems
think
stupid to
it's
me, like
hmm so that's my mantra lately. I don't know if that's a really good one. I love you
Woo.
guys in the chat. You guys are amazing. I love you both. You, Lisa and Aaron, you guys are great. I love seeing both you two. So that's what I mean. It's like, I see that it raises my spirits up. So thanks, guys.
That's
I
right.
I love you guys. Um, all right, Jules. So do you have anything else to say about this Taurus energy or anything you want to share with anyone?
I mean, I could talk forever, but I don't know that I do specifically on this,
Hmm.
but I think that if I had to say something, what would I say about this right now? I think that things are hard in a lot of ways for a lot of people right now.
Hmm.
And I think that um Taurus season might be a good time to focus on ourselves a little bit
Hmm.
in a kind way and trying to
Yeah.
like bring that like kindness and love and what makes us feel good like closer to ourselves right now.
Oh, I
It's
love that.
easy to get kind of pulled into other things and difficult
Mhm.
relationships and all of that. And um
Yep.
yeah, so I think that
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting told that, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe take a little time to really look at ourselves
Oh,
in a
I
kind
love that.
way and be
In a
nice to
kind way.
ourselves. And how do we talk to ourselves? Like some
Oh,
people say, like, you have to talk to yourself like you talk to a puppy or a kitten. Like, you wouldn't be like, "You little piece of crap. What is your problem?" Like, you're so stupid." You'd be like, "I love you. You're so cute. You're my
you're so
baby."
cute. Mwah. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Like every dog I see. Every dog's my favorite.
Right. So
Right.
be
But
nice
that's
to
yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah. That's what I have to tell you. It's not an easy thing for me to do.
Oh, no,
So
it's rough.
I have to I have to remind myself, like, wait, what did I just say to myself about this? Like, what did I just do? I
We are
have
not
to.
Lux Noir London. It is not easy for us, but that's okay.
Yeah. Lux Noir
It's
London,
good
guys, is another
practice.
drag queen, and she is very, very confident in herself. And to the point of some would say, I'm not saying I'm saying this, but some would say delusion or delulu time. But she does have quite the faith in herself. So it's something
And
we can find the
yep.
balance between the two, I think.
All right.
Yes. Yes. As Lux Noir London said, no. Right. Oh gosh. Well, I
It's
think we
40
should.
inches of human
It's
hair. No,
yeah.
it's like, what did she say? No, it's 40. So, but yeah, I think that it's just like, let's be nice to ourselves and let's
Yeah.
try to like focus on amplifying maybe that's part of it. We work on amplifying how we speak kindly to ourselves. That might be a good
Ooh.
little start. That
There you
sounds like a
go.
little start. It's probably one of the hardest things I could have asked myself to do this month.
I love
But
it.
it'll be okay.
I love it. So amplify the nice ways we talk to ourselves.
Yep, and then after
Mhm.
when the full moon comes, then we start releasing all the negative stuff that we say about ourselves.
Right. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Stuff like limiting beliefs, things like that.
Mhm.
Look at
Yeah.
you. That was wonderful.
Sometimes I have ideas, and
Y-
sometimes those ideas are okay.
They're wonderful. I would think
Maybe even
everybody.
good.
Like Erin just said, agreed. We all should be nicer to ourselves. Absolutely, girl.
We
Absolutely.
really should.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think, Jules? Should we do some cats?
I see you got the cards out. We can
Yeah,
do
I
it.
do.
If you
I got
guys
them out.
want a reading, go ahead and put I would like a card in the chat.
Hmm.
And I will keep the list. It will be in the
Thank you.
order that I get them on my screen. It may
Mhm.
look different on yours, and we've got people from different platforms.
Yeah.
So that's okay. And Mary,
We
usually, if I do miss someone, she's like, "Girl, you missed that person." I was like, "My
yeah.
bad, my
Yeah.
bad," and we'll fix it. So,
All right. Yeah, so please we'll make sure we get to everybody. Don't worry.
all right.
That's what
And
we're
I see
doing.
Josh first. So if you want to
Okay.
go ahead
Yeah,
and
I'll start working
start,
with
we can do
Josh.
that.
Yeah. All right, Josh. Six of Swords, the Lover's Reverse, Nine of Wands. All right, and then I just pulled a fourth one, which is Seven of Swords. So, there's a partnership here. This could be romantic, and I think this is more of a partnership with somebody, friendship. But I got to say, it's a lot of work. And I also don't know if this person has your best interest at heart. Seven of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, really look at what they're saying. Hi, Maria. Hi. Look at what they're saying, look at what's presenting, and trust your gut, Josh, because I think this, I don't want to say it's too good to be true, but, the devil card, there might be some things here that you have to look at and sort out and see if this person is a good person to have in your life, a partnership, like I said, or something like that. So trust is important in these partnerships, friendships, love relationships, whatever. I don't know if this person's earned your trust yet, so I'm not saying to totally cut it out, but I would say proceed with caution on this friendship because might not be everything you think. So, Josh, you got a good circle. I think you make sure that the people who are coming into it now are worthy of that. And I say that very kindly, but, some people need, there you go. All right. So who do you have next, huh?
All right, we got Bettina next.
Okay. All right. Bettina, you're welcome, Josh. You're welcome. I've known Josh for many years, so I'm also a little protective of him too. So
Hey, nothing wrong with that. We're
thank
protective
you.
of our
Nope.
friends.
Friends, yes, yes. All right, Bettina, I've got Seven of Wands reversed, Two of Swords upright, Death reversed. It's not physical death, and Ace of
Mm-hmm.
Cups reversed. So
Ooh.
change is on its way. With the Death card reversed, that tells me that we're putting something to an end. And now I want to say to you, I don't believe it's something that is important to you or something like it's going to change your life in that regard. But I do think it's going to be a death in how you're seeing things right now. I've got King of Pentacles here and Four of Pentacles here. So it tells me that you have someone that's going to help you out, but I also think you have to, give them a little more information about what's going on. So my sense is that you try to hold things close to the vest, and I get that. I do that too. But I don't think what you want to come for you is well, it might get harder for it to come for you if you don't say what you're
Mm.
thinking about. um and yeah, Four of Swords, so there is this thing about closing something out and moving into something new and better and more abundant. And I would say it's going to come quickly. And I have Eight of Wands reversed, but it's your voice, it's the power of the tongue that I like to say when I'm talking to folks that are manifesting things like that. It's the power of the tongue. What you utter is heard by the
Mm.
spirits. And
Yeah.
yeah, so just remember that, like what you're saying, what you're speaking is what you're speaking into the universe. So like, hey, universe, I need a break, and I'm going to talk to this person about it, make it go well. um that could be it. So there's more to go, Bettina. There's more to come, I would say. But you are going to have some change. So a little bit of hold on for the ride, but I feel like there's going to be people looking out for you on the other side to make this a little better for you. All right.
Nice.
But you got to speak, speak, speak. Yes. All right. What
Nice.
else?
All right, next is Maria.
All right, Miss Maria. All right. Okay. High Priest reversed. Empress reversed. Two of Wands reversed. Feeling stuck, Maria. Feeling like things are not moving as quickly as you would like them to. I think you're waiting. in other words, you have things that are, yeah, because I have the chariot card here at the end. So you have things in place, but it's not moving yet. And I think you're getting frustrated. So you're feeling stuck. My idea to you would be there's either somebody that you have to walk away from,
Mm,
or that you have to like a situate, like almost, I hate to say this, but um, you have to step out of it so everybody can see what really needs to happen here.
mm,
It's like one of those things where, and I hate to use this reference of the fire festival, but like when they were being interviewed about how bad it went, they said, go ahead, Jules, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna say sidebar. Did you see where he said today that he can't do Fire Festival anymore? Now he's trying to sell the brand name. Anyway, we'll come back to that later. Continue. I'm sorry,
That
Maria.
guy, that guy, I'll tell you. But the fire
Oh,
festival, they interviewed one of the guys, and he said it wasn't Billy McFarland, but he said, we did so well at like making sure things didn't drop. It actually probably would have been better because then we would have like realized it wasn't going to work. So you're doing really good at like holding everything up and making sure it's working. I don't know if that's the thing you need to continue to do anymore. Maybe it has to fall a little bit. Um,
mm,
or you have to kind of distribute some things out. So, listen, Maria, it may not be possible, but that's what I would say is that if you can step back for some things and people can see how things really work, if your hands aren't on it, um, that may be something you need to do at this point. So it's not to make things go bad. It's more of just, well, you tell me you can handle it. Now that I've stepped back, can you handle it?
yeah,
Let me know, you know?
yeah,
So that's what I would say, Maria. I got a feeling this has to do more with work than personal life, but that's one of those things where you keep picking someone up, they're never going to get found out to what they can or can't do. I'm
that's
trying to keep it
true.
positive. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So fire festival, oh my god, so he's trying to sell the brand now.
Dude. So now he's trying to sell the brand. He's like, the brand is bigger than we are, blah, blah, blah. And I saw that earlier today and I was like, I hate this guy. I'm going to read everything about this.
Mhm.
That whole
Those are-
thing is such a hot mess. And like, I can't believe he tried again and people started giving him money. But anyway, that could be a whole like rant. Like, you could like
right,
have to have a stopwatch because I would keep going.
right.
So instead, let's give Lisa her card.
Yes, yes. Well, but before we do that, I watched both documentaries about him, and yeah, it told me a
Con
lot
man,
about it.
dude.
Yeah, oof, oof.
Oof.
Yeah, it's rough. That's definitely
Gross.
working. Okay, yeah, it's gross. Definitely gross. All right, Miss Lisa, let's see what we got for you, girl. All right. Okay, I've got Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups upright, Four of Cups reversed, Five of Cups reversed. So, right now is a time of reflection. I feel like there's times where you really want to be alone. There's times where you really just don't want to like deal with people. It almost hurts your skin, Lisa, to be around people. You know what I mean? It's
Mm,
like irritating you. But I have that there are, kind of very similar that there's people holding you up. I think I said that to Bettina. But what's different about this is that you have it coming from a whole bunch of different places of people who want to hold you up. But there's sometimes that you're like, hey, get off me. Yeah, I can't, like, it's too much. There's nothing
mm,
wrong with that, Lisa. And I think you probably already know this. I'm probably preaching to the choir, but it's okay to say no. It's okay not to return a call. It's okay to do what you need to do right now for you. I think, and people mean well, but sometimes like who did I say this to? I said this to a friend of mine recently. We're going to kill you with kindness. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's happening. We're killing you with kindness. So, um, I get sometimes it's easier to go along, but really it's not. It feels like it's taking energy out of you and taking,
mm,
a lot of effort. And I would say maybe you do something with someone once a week, or you just try to keep it gentle because there's there's more to come. There's more to be revealed. I've got the Hermit card, the Emperor, and then the King of Cups reversed. Yeah, there's more to come. I think, but don't overwhelm yourself. And yeah, just take it easy. This is still a take it easy time. This is still a bit of hermiting time. So you don't have to run out and do things right now, Lisa. Take it your pace. That's what's most important. So. And like I said, Lisa, you might already know this. I might be preaching to the choir, but it's just a reminder for you that you don't have to make someone happy because you think you should do something. They'll understand. Then we
There
all
you
end
go.
up understanding. Yeah, if they're a real friend, they understand, or a real, person in your life, they understand. So if they
There you
don't,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Anna. Hey, Anna, and she would love a card. So, um,
And she is next.
yes, she is. Oh, this is fun. I do love doing this. It always helps when I do readings. I feel very happy when I do readings. So, okay. Um, what can I say? Nine of Pentacles upright, King of Swords upright, Prince of Cups upright, Prince of Wands upright. A lot of stuff going on in the family, Anna. I love you too, Lisa. A lot of stuff going on in the family. I feel like that there are three people who are holding on to you as an anchor, which in some ways is good, but also I don't want to say they're holding you back, but you're getting distracted by them and what they're trying to do for you. It's I feel like these people don't know you as much
Mm,
anymore as they knew you in the past. There's been some changes. And while I think those people are a good foundation, they don't need to be an anchor. So there's a difference. You don't want people holding you down or holding you back or trying to change your mind about things. I think really now it's like you're part of my life and you're an anchor, but you're not going to sort of be my main focus anymore. And yeah, so remember they can support you, they can be a foundation. They don't chain you down, hold you back with an anchor. I feel like you have a new business thing coming up, Anna, but it's still in the works. I would say that I think you do need a couple of partners in this. I know working with partners sometimes can be tough. Sometimes it can be amazing. Hey, Jules. Hey. But yeah, so Anna, this might be somewhere it's coming from. People are trying to convince you to do something a certain way. You're a very intuitive person, Anna. I mean, I think you do it the way you want to do it. They can help, but they can't control. So there is a difference. Um, they're not the boss of you.
no.
Mhm. No, no,
No.
no, no. We're the boss of us, right? We're the boss of
Yep,
us.
and I 100% wrote down people are a foundation as a foundation versus an anchor. I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
snap.
Yeah,
Yes." I think that's
it's
an important distinction.
it is. It is. We need. Listen, community is important. You can't live in your
Right.
own little world all the time. We do need community, but if that community somehow is holding us back or not encouraging us, and listen, I'm not saying if you're like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, quit my job and invest all my 401k and I don't
Mhm.
know, squids. I wouldn't say that's a good idea right now.
Not the
Right?
squids.
So it's not, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever. It's, yeah, sure, that's one thing. But if someone's like, oh, I don't like that idea, I don't know how that would work. I always get a
Right.
kick out of people think, sorry, Jules, I go off on rants, but
Go.
I, I, I always get a kick out of people who are like discouraging people from doing things. And then I'll say, well, what's your experience in that? And they're like, well, no, nothing. I just read somewhere, I heard somebody or whatever. It's like, no. I mean, they could have good intentions, but they could also be holding you back.
Mm.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
squids. I know squids. We'll use that from now on.
not the
Don't
squids.
invest in squids. But yeah, Anna, it's true. They are not the boss of us. We're the boss of us at the end of the day. So it's just remember, like that's their foundation. They're not anchors, and I think we all need to remember that too sometimes.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do just kind of an overall reading for all of us. Like, whoop, whoa, okay,
Oh
cards
my
fell
god, I
out.
was gonna suggest that psychic. No.
True. All right. Let's see.
It's like, we need a collective reading. Oh, she's gonna do
Yes,
it.
I'm gonna do it.
And everything
Okay.
flew out of the deck. Uh-oh.
Yep. Lovers upright, Six of Swords reversed, Eight of Swords reversed, King of Cups reversed. Okay. King of
Oh,
Cups. So we take that energy. You're welcome, Anna. You take that energy of a King of Cups. So this is someone that has a lot of strength and experience in love and partnerships and things to help nurture people. Right now, you are not doing a very good job of finding that part of you. So the Lovers card here is reminding us that yes, we have to have healthy partnerships. We have to have, but the most important one is with ourselves.
mm, yeah.
Six of Swords reverse and Eight of Swords reverse is telling me that there are things that are in the way. So, the sword is there for a reason. And then the Wheel of
Mhm.
Fortune comes up around this. So if you think that there's something in front of you that isn't going to move or isn't going to, oh, there's Elizabeth there, isn't going to move, then you got to find a way to just let it disappear from your life or help create a
Mm,
disappearance from your life. Wheel of Fortune's here to support you. So things are going to come around. And I would say, we're in the number 4 month. 4 is a good number for, manifestation and balance and things like that. We're in April. Spring is here, in this part of the world.
yeah,
So, you just, it's time to unfreeze what you're trying to grow. How's that?
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So just take this month, like look at the things that you want. Things won't, there are things that take time to manifest, but
yeah,
sometimes simple things manifest too. Yeah.
that's
So
a good
there's that.
reminder too. So
Yeah.
there's that.
There's
Oh,
that.
we all
And I,
needed that.
Elizabeth, I saw Elizabeth here. Ah, Elizabeth, I got some good ones for you. The High Priestess upright,
Ooh.
got the Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Sun reversed, and the Three of Cups upright. And before you throw something through the screen at me, girl, I see a new job here. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. You are, I think you have to knock down a door of somebody that you think can help you. So I
Mm,
think you do have to go to them and say, like, either I need to make a change. I need something different to happen. It's really got to come from your voice. The High Priestess card tells me that you're able to articulate what needs to happen. So we all know this from working. You just don't go into someone and say, I need something to change. And they go, like, what? And then you're like, well, um,
something.
right. It's something like I need it to change. Um, all of this
Yes.
around you. So I think you have to have a plan. You can go in with a plan, but this is what they're going to hear from you makes a ton of sense. And while everything might not get implemented, I think a lot of it will be. And then you can continue to keep moving forward in your journey of work and abundance and all that kind of stuff. So really it's I don't know why the spirits just showed me this, but like Elizabeth, but you're putting on like these big combat boots and you're just stomping in. You're like, hey, I'm ready to kick some butt. So yeah, this isn't a soft walk. This is a hard, you hear me coming down the hall kind of stuff.
Hey.
So things are breaking there, but I think also Elizabeth, for you, it's going to, the hires up, the people that be and saying, yeah, no, this isn't working really well. And here's all the plans I have to help make it better. And I think you'll do such a good job with that. They'll be like, okay, wait, what? Wait, what
Right.
happened? Yeah. So it's I understand sometimes you can get into the sad soup, you know what I mean? You kind of stir around the sad soup, or the aggravated soup, whatever it is, but you got to come out of it. And I think you've got a lot more things that you can do. You just got to tell them, you know. Make a meeting, get it to, see what you want to do. This is a time to go in and say, these are the things that I want.
Mm,
I think it'll be really, really effective for you. So yeah, yeah,
nice.
yeah. Well,
Very Taurus
Julie,
season.
isn't it very Taurus season?
Very
Yeah,
Taurus season.
very Taurus season. Melissa. All right. Shall we do Melissa because we're at 45 minutes. And folks, if you're hanging in, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, if you
So,
want to do Melissa, you're the one flipping the
no,
cards.
I
It's
know.
all good.
Yeah, I'm glad you caught us live, Melissa. Sad soup. Yeah, sad soup. We're stirring the sad soup, Elizabeth.
Sad soup.
Sad soup. No, not so good. Yes. So Melissa, I will go ahead and do it for you. I'm glad you found us. Yeah. All right. Three of Wands reversed, the Magician reversed, Three of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles upright. Well,
Hmm.
girl. Yeah. I I here it looks like to me that you are trying to move something forward and you're getting these like you feel like there's almost like someone working against you or someone not wishing you well or interesting, um
Hmm.
there's the perception that someone doesn't
Mm.
want you to do well because here we got the Magician reverse.
Mm.
Now I'm not saying they're not, but I think also people are kind of throwing at you or they're like pushing at you. My ex, yeah, there you go, Melissa. You just do you. Like, and I know that sounds very, general, but I think this person has no power over you, even though they think they do as the Magician reverse, they don't. Three of Swords reverse, they think they're hurting you. They aren't. I mean, you may have
Uh,
feelings, but you're continuing. And I think for you, it's taking the walk forward, even if you're in a place that you're kind of disappointed isn't around anymore, or walking away from a group that you thought would support you that didn't end up supporting you. You know, they're taking sides or they're doing something that doesn't make you happy. At the end of the day, the moon's here reversed. I think you're going to find out something that sort of makes sense about everything going on with that ex, or what you feel like this weird energy is coming at you. It's all going to be revealed. Um, Probably around the full moon in Scorpio in May 12th timeframe.
ooh. So
So
3
yeah,
weeks.
it's 3 weeks. So basically, right now you just keep forging the path and and then say to your ex in your mind, like, I hope you have a great life, far, far away from me. I hope everything's great for you, far, far away from me. I hope you're distracted
Mhm.
with someone else, far, far away from me. Just send them on their way, energetically. And that will bring the change of, because I have the death card also here, and that'll bring the change you're looking for. But they want you to think that they're in the way. That's how they want you to think, but they're not.
Ah,
You know, those X's and
tricky.
messes sometimes, yeah. So they're making you feel like, and sometimes when people are in a tough relationship, they say things that stick with you. They
Yeah.
say things that are hurtful, and but that doesn't belong to you. So um don't keep it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I gave you back all your crap, far, far away from me. Bye.
I'm in the far, far away from me is great too, like,
Very far away from me.
way over there.
Way over there. You can keep it right over there. Yes,
Way over there.
over there. So I hope that helps, Melissa. I hope it helped everybody out there who watched. And thank you for being here. Your energy is what makes this great. So we thank you so, so much. We are trying to record podcasts, guys. We will be back. Um, so please, if you listen to some old episodes, we've got a ton of great
Yeah.
information there. Oh, you're welcome, Bettina and Melissa. Good. He can keep his crap. Absolutely. But listen to some of our pet. We're on Spotify. We're on every place podcasts are. Jules, how do people find us? Can I have you
Yeah, let's see if I can still do this. All right. So you can
tell people
find
how to
us
find us?
at High Priestess Hype Club on YouTube and Instagram. I think we're on Facebook still, sometimes on Twitter, but you can
We are.
find
We are.
our podcast, High Priestess Hype Club, on anywhere that streams podcasts. So come check us out there. You can email
Yeah.
us at highpriestesshypeclub@gmail.com if you have any questions or
Yep.
topic ideas, things you'd like to hear us talk about, whether it's on the
Mhm.
podcast or at the next live. And you can find Mary at marydalba.com. You can find me at julieatkinson.com. And you can find us at our website, hypeclub.live. So
Yes.
we hope to see you guys there.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Listen, thank you, everyone. Again, if you watched on the replay, thank you so much. We will be back in a couple of weeks, probably right near the full moon in Scorpio. So look for us. And we really thank you all for being here. Really. Thank you. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.